So TAO, full name is Bittensor. It's sitting at 546. I don't know if I've covered this thing in the past or not, but the support is at 480. The resistance is at 660. That is the case scenario with TAO. TAO has a cup and handle going on. So this is a cup, and of course it didn't bother making a deeper handle, a cleaner handle. Let's look at the neckline. Neckline is at 544. So what happens is that it can go down up to, just a second, based on the cup and handle. 480 is the support, but that's too low. I'm going to offer you a better support, which should be the 50% of the cup. That's at 520. Yeah. As long as it holds 520, it's a little bit lower than, it's 522, but I'm saying 520 so I could remember next time, because I forget the twos and the stuff. 520 is the support. It shouldn't go below this if it wants to continue with this upward rally. So when you look at the cup and handle, this is the cup, right? So this is the cup size. 50% of the cup is the maximum that the handle can come down and create. So what happens is that you see the cup here, when it is forming a handle, it can go down and create a handle by 50%. That's the max. It can create it by 10%, 15%. It can just draw a bloody horizontal line by going sideways. But the thing is that it shouldn't go more than 50%. If it goes, the overall cup and handle becomes invalidated. We used to have cleaner cup and handles, but somehow in 2024, I've started seeing the ugly formations of cup and handles where we have this big ass shit and then you have the cup. And it continued to do this. I saw cup and handles of this form on 5th of July, on 5th of August, 3rd of September. I just keep on seeing these forms of cup and handles. They are not cleaner ones, but generally they happen right after the dip. It starts creating cup and handles. Other coins, what they do is that those who have failed, like with Edge Bar and others, they created a rising wedge where they were going up, but they couldn't form the cup by flying. So when you have a rising wedge or a rising channel, it generally breaks down. So they ended up going down, but that's a separate discussion from TA's perspective. So as long as it holds 520, forget about the 480, which is a very obvious support. If it breaks, then it is going to get bearish as hell. As long as it holds 520, you can expect it to continue with this upward journey towards 660. And the reason I'm talking about 660 is just because it is going to break this downward trend. Right now, has anyone drawn this? No. Right now, if you look at it, it is on a downward trend. And as I'm not drawing it, but I think it is breaking out here. The moment it breaks out further, it is going to continue with this upward journey and it is going to go towards 660. And that is pretty bullish for Bittensor, or known as TAO. It was in the news a bit while ago because what it did is that it's created a big move up. It went from here to there and people went crazy. They forgot that it has actually fallen down. But that is very common. And if I look at it from weekly's perspective, it is forming a cup and handle on that part too. If we just ignore this overall thing, this is the cup, this is the handle. And if it breaks, then this is the neckline. It can shoot up this much up, which means it can go back to its all-time high. But that is on weekly, which means it will take weeks to happen or maybe months to happen. So coming back to the smaller story, 520 is your support, 660 is your resistance that we care about.